At the time of recording, I really don't know what the headline of this show is going to be about. A warm welcome. My name is James. This is the James Neil Cooper channel. It's Tuesday, the 7th of June 2022. What we were talking about a couple of days ago, maybe about 3 or 4 days ago, was DUMBS, Deep Underground Military Bases. And all around the world, they do have quite a few. China has one, or two, or three, or quite a lot. But is there one near the Three Gorges Dam? Well, the town downstream, about 40 kilometers away, is called Yingchang. And there was a nuclear reactor underground thing there, but it was never used. The same as in Chongqing, which is upstream of the Three Gorges Dam, about 600 kilometers away. So I was delving into this, and I did find one or two images related to these underground military bases, and these are what I found in China. Have a look. Is it possible they are underneath the Three Gorges Dam? It is, but anything could be under there. The Three Gorges Dam is actually built on an old mine. I don't know what kind of mine it was, gold, silver, nickel, copper, whatever. We don't know what is there now. We do know from yesterday that the Three Gorges is heavily armed, because China, you could say, they're not idiots, the government. They are quite wise. They are communists, which we don't really like, but let's move away from that. So around the dam, yeah, 100%, they do have military personnel. They do have kind of like anti-missile guns, etc. And a part of their air force, yes, is in Yingchang, which we showed yesterday. If you want to see that show, I'll put the link in the description for you. But this is an interesting fact here. A group army is made of 78 combined arms brigades. Each of them can have as many as 5,000 soldiers. This is what is from China. So where are these military bases? Well, quite secretive. I searched for a while, and you can see on the map. You can put this on pause and have a look yourself. You can enlarge it because the quality is pretty good. There's one picture for you showing you some of them, and on the bottom right hand side you can see what do you have: theatre army, group army, airborne corps, etc. The second picture, again, you can put it on pause and you can have a look at that. These are all like the military bases in China. I'm sure they're not all. It's just a handful of them. And don't forget the overseas bases that they have in places like Sri Lanka and places in Africa, especially at the bottom of the Red Sea. Let's take a quick break. It is quite interesting how they do, the Chinese government, try to protect the biggest mistake they've ever done, which is building the Three Gorges Dam, turning China turning it into an Achilles heel. As we said before, just one little missile, strong enough, is going to be the last resort, and it's going to be the biggest catastrophe in the world. Moving away from that, let's have a look at the weather for you. And the hand I put by the three gorges, I've zoomed out the map so you can see all in one. And for the next couple of days, you could say the three gorges itself and the Yangtze by around the three gorges is pretty clear. And there are pitter-patters of rain, which is going to result in more floods, which I will show you a little bit later on in the southern parts of China. And there are some low pressures coming around, but you can see just this steady flow of rain from the west all the way to the east coast, to the country of Taiwan. And as always, let's have a quick look at the levels of the Three Gorges Reservoir. The top end, Kutan, Chongqing, 164.78, that has gone up. Three Gorges Reservoir has gone down again, 147.17. It's in its safety level at the moment. No inflow, but the outflow is a little bit higher than yesterday by about 300, and that's 19,500. Now, that's really all I got about the Three Gorges Dam. I do have a picture. Do I have a picture of the live stream? Yes, I do. And guess what? It's exactly the same. It hasn't changed. And it's been like this for over a week, that this is not the Three Gorges. This is actually in Shandong province on the east coast of China. Let's take another break. Away from the Three Gorges Dam, let's have a look at life in Shanghai at the moment. And this is what it's like trying to get into the metro. You can't go anywhere without scanning a QR code. A QR code on your phone, if it's green, it means you don't have COVID. Yellow and red are the no-nos there. So even in the metro, you have to scan to get in. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world. But also, even though Shanghai near enough has completed its lockdown, it's very strange, but you still have to do a test, a COVID, whatever kind of test it is, a PCR test, once every 48 hours or once every 72 hours, taking away how much of your day. It's great that the people in Shanghai do have their freedom, but they sort of have to do this, what, 3 times a week, 2 times a week? And just look at the queue. Now, not all the queues are like this, granted. Some are a lot better. This may be sort of like a small sample of some of the queues, but not all. In Beijing, just outside Beijing, these are some videos that I found on Twitter claiming that this is a new COVID-19 quarantine camp, and you sort of have individual homes. Now, I'm not too sure about this. I just think it's sort of like homes that they're building and just nothing to do with COVID. If you look at the video, it's sort of got hot water, there's a TV ready to be installed, there's a nice TV. Sorry, I think it's just a housing. Now, I could be totally wrong, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And also, this is sort of something strange that I found again on Twitter, that a policeman is trying to traffic the traffic, and there's a man there who seems to be doing a lot of praying. The floods do keep continuing in China, southern China. We've seen the forecast and some videos that you can see quite easily on Weibo or Weibo, which is like Twitter, and Douyin, which is like TikTok, for example, of people taking images of what their life is like at the moment. Now, this happens every year. I can't verify any of these, to be really honest with you, but I can imagine, because it is the monsoon season being June, there's going to be a lot of rain, but it does seem to increase every year. And we're sort of like waiting for the big one to happen. And it seems to, since the beginning of time, near enough always happen every year. Last year it was in Henan province. So we're just wondering where the really big flood is going to happen this year. In 2020, it was the Yangtze River, it was Chongqing, it was Yingchang, it was Wuhan. Every year it happens. Let's move away from that and let's go into a little bit of advertising of my other channel called We Travel. We Travel obviously is my travel channel. It's a new channel. I think I have 180 subscribers at the moment. Please do go and join it. You can see the link in the description below. At the moment, I am concentrating on Cambodia, but once I get to the verification on YouTube and the flexibility of more travel, my next destination will be Thailand, where you can see places of interest there. You tell me where you want to go. Now, food in Cambodia is absolutely delicious. We've shown 1 or 2 restaurants, I do believe, but what about some street food? Here is a small snippet of what you can see on my channel today. It goes like this. And that truly brings us to a close on Tuesday, the 7th of June 2022. As always, it's time for a little bit of groveling towards the end. That like is fantastic. The subscription is amazing. Thank you for all the people who have resubscribed. It's slowly going to get to 31,000, slowly but surely, and this can only be done by you. That's near enough the only thing I do actually ask for from this channel. But if you do want to support me in any other way, there are some links in the description below. Have an awesome day. I think we may have a surprise. Just hold on a minute. Is someone here? Come on. Where are you? Where? Oh, come on. Thousands of people want to see you. Thousands and thousands of people want to see you. He was crying outside. So that brings us to a close. From Tokyo and myself, have a adventurous day. This one is going to go back to sleep because he sleeps all day and he works all night. It reminds me of that Monty Python song. I'm a lumberjack and I'm all right. I work all night and I sleep all day. Are you a lumberjack? I will say, we will say bye-bye for now. Cheerio. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm going. I really am going now. Bye.